What's going on, my YouTubers? Biker Dave here, working on this 1990 Chevy K1500 that's been terrorizing me for quite a few months now. So what we are doing is replacing the ground straps. You can see the nasty old one, they're all original, 30 years old. So I'm replacing them, and the one that is difficult to access is, of course, the one in the rear of the engine back there. I'll show you where it is and maybe give you some tips on how to get it out of there. So hold on. Okay, you're gonna have to come all the way to the back. It's easiest if you remove the distributor cap, because you're gonna need some room to get your arm back in there. You got two, you got the one that's above it is not the ground strap, so it's right below it back here, and it's a you can use either a 14 millimeter or a 9/16. Breaking it loose is a little challenging, and I was unable to even I couldn't fit my little air ratchet back there. It's just not enough space. If you have a really short air ratchet, maybe a short guy like this that has very low clearance, you might be able to get back behind here with it. Otherwise, I used my little stubby ratchet box end, because you can fit it on there. Watch what I did here. You can fit that. I know you can't see this, but once you set it on there, see the little wrench opening right there. Once you set it on there, you can then at least tap it loose by hitting downward, from up above here. Use whatever you've got. I just used, say, another wrench. I used a larger wrench and just rested the open end on the wrench and then tapped on it with a hammer, and it loosened it no problem. And then you can use your ratcheting box end, to loosen it. That's the only difficult part. And then putting it back in, you can use your hand to get back in there. And then to tighten it, you'll flip the wrench over, of course. I prefer, this guy right here, the ratchet, makes this a lot easier because there's just not enough room to move a ratchet arm. So if you use this, you can turn it some, and then once it feels good and snug, stand it up about, you can put other wrenches on it. The issue is there's just not much room to work with. So if you use a standard ratchet, you can then, like, just a regular old guy here, you can get some leverage on it and pull up on it and snug it down once you reinstall it. But I know it's difficult to see. The issue, though, is remove your distributor cap so that you can get your hand back in there. Otherwise, you've got no room whatsoever to get your hand and your arm down in there to work with anything. And there's no way to get it from underneath as well, because I already tried that. So that's the unfortunate part. It's a little difficult, but not impossible. And man, I got the set of 4 on eBay. Really nice looking. These are made in America, not imported. These are the original ones. Look how horrible they look. And the one on this side is not that big a deal. So you got that guy down there. You can use just a standard extension with either your any kind of ratchet or a power tool, so that you can loosen that guy there. And then it's attached, it'll be attached to the firewall, right next to right down there. It's not attached yet, but it's right down there. That one's not too bad at all. It's just that one in the back. It's just going to be in this wide one too. If you can see that wide one right behind the spark plug wires, that's going to reattach to the firewall over here. So not a big a deal. It was just a little tricky. And the others should be no problem either. But yeah, man, I'm hoping that, I mean, even though my ground straps are not broken, they're original and they're 30 years old, so I'm having trouble. I'm not getting fuel all of a sudden. And all my relays, all my fuses, everything's good. I checked power before and after. I mean, I'm rambling, but yeah, I'm getting no fuel all of a sudden, basically. You know, and I've checked every relay, every fuse inside and out. I'm getting power to the connectors up here. They are not pulsing. You know, if I plug in one of those little noids, one of those Noid lights, and they're not pulsing, but I am getting power up there. Anyway, whatever. Really frustrated, man. This truck has been just destroying me for about 3 months now. Used to be a great truck, and now I'm tempted to just dump it. I mean, I'm so frustrated. Anyway, whatever. The ground straps, if yours are original and look crappy like this, it's probably worth replacing them. And you can get you a beautiful set of these on eBay. I'll put the link underneath the video, but really nice. Anywho, we got tons of other videos on this truck and other vehicles, motorcycles, Harley Davidsons, dirt bikes, lawnmowers, weed eaters, leaf blowers, stuff. We're just always working on stuff, and we try to post a video if we think it may help you. So check out our other stuff. I'm sure there's something that you might be entertained by, or it might help you fix something. So that's it for now. See y'all later.